First, George learns the alphabet. This is George. He lived with his friend. The man wore the yellow hat. He was a good little monkey, but he was always curious. This morning, George was looking at some of his friend's books. They were full of little black marks and dots and lines. And George was curious. What could one do with them? The man with the yellow hat came just in time. You don't tear a book apart to find out what's in it, he said. You read it, George. Books are full of stories, and stories are made of words, and words are made of letters. If you want to read a story, you first have to know the letters of the alphabet. Let me show you. The man took a big pad and began to draw. George was curious. This is an A, the man said. The A is the first letter of the alphabet. Now we add 4 feet and a long tail, and the A becomes an alligator with his mouth wide open. The word alligator starts with an A. This is a big A. There is also a small A. All letters come in big and in small. This is a small A. Is a small A. It looks like a piece of an apple. George knew alligators and apples. You could eat apples. Alligators could eat you if you didn't watch out. The big B looks like a bird if we put feet on it, and a tail and a bill. The word bird begins with a B. Birds come in all colors. This bird is blue. George loved to watch the birds. This is a small B. It could be a bee. This bee is busy buzzing around a blossom. The bee's body has black and yellow stripes. George kept away from the bees. They might sting, and that would be bad. This is a big bee. We will make it into a crab. A big crab with a shell and feet and 2 claws. This is a small C. The small C is like a big C, only smaller, so it becomes a small crab. It's cute. Crabs live in the ocean. They can swim or run sideways and backwards. Crabs can be funny, but they can also pinch you. You now have 3 letters, George. The man said A and B and C. With these 3 letters, you can make a word. The first word, you can read yourself. The word is cab. Cab. You now know what a cab is. I once took you for a ride on a cab, remember? And now let's draw the next letter. The big D could be a dinosaur. There are no live dinosaurs today. They have died out. Those you see in the museums are dummies. George had seen dinosaurs in the museum once. The small D looks like a dromedary. A dromedary is a camel with 1 hump. Riding on a dromedary can make you dizzy because it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. That's it. The big E is an elephant. He is eating his evening meal, eggplants. George loved eggplants. The small E could be the E of a man or the E of a monkey. People's ears and monkeys' ears look very much alike. The big F is a fireman fighting a fire. Never fool a fire department or you'll go to jail. That's no fun. The small F is a flower. George's friend was fond of flowers. George preferred food. The big G is a goose. Goose starts with a G, like George. The small G is a goldfish. He is in a glass bowl and looks giddy. Now you know 7 letters, George, said the man. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. With these letters, we can already make quite a few words. I have written some of them down. You read them while I get your lunch. It seems the only word you can read is bad, said the man when he came back. I think we had enough for one morning. I'll feed you now, and then you'll take your nap. After your nap, we'll go on our letters. The big H is a house. It stands on a hill behind a hedge. George's home used to be a jungle. Now he lives in a house. The small H is a horse. He is happy because he has heaps of hay. George had his own horse, a hobby horse. The big I is just a long line going straight down. It does not look like much. It could be an isco. The small I is a line with a dot on top. It could be an iguanian. An iguanian is a sort of lizard. Iguanians don't like eyes. They like warm sunshine. So does George. The big J is a jaguar. Jaguars live in the jungle. George knew jaguars. He had lived in the jungle once. The small J is a jack in the box. George had a jack in the box as a toy. He just loved to make it jump. The big K is a big kangaroo called Katie. The small K is a smart kangaroo. He is Katie's kid. The big L is a lion. He is lucky. He is going to have a leg of lamb for lunch, and he loves it. The small I is a lean lady. She is strolling along a lake licking a lollipop. George liked lollipops. The big M is a mailman. His name is Mr. Miller. He brings a letter. Maybe it's for me, George thinks. Here's George. The small M is a mouse. He is munching mints. And do you know what else it is? Said the mouse to George. M is the 13th letters of the ABC. The whole alphabet has only 26 letters, so 13 is just half of it. You can make a lot of words with these letters. Why don't you try? Here is a pad and a pencil. George started to think of words, and then he wrote them down. It was fun to make words out of letters. Let me see, said the man. Full milk, cake, ham, jam, egg, lime, feed kids. That's very good. But what on earth is a dog or a glitch or a blim blim blim? There are no such things. Just any letters do not make words, George. Well, let's look at some new letters now.